Welcome everybody to the Business Podcast, where we pour out weekly business lessons week after week after week. This episode is all about how you can deal with the highs, but mostly how to deal with the lows in your business. And before we get into the 3 steps that I want to talk about today about how to deal with the lows in your business, I want you to know that this episode is brought to you by me and my brand new book, Sales Won't Save Your Business. You can pick it up on Amazon at saleswon't.com. All right, so let's get into the 3 steps. The first step I always see as being the crucial step is because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of the business, right? So the first step being take a step back. How do we take a step back? Well, we got to find our buttons that we can push to get ourselves in the right frame of mind so that we can set ourselves up to win, right? Not being positive, not constantly having the weight and the stress of having a business and having things constantly feel like they're going wrong all the time is not great. And if you aren't able to get yourself in the right frame of mind, you won't be able to come up with awesome, great solutions right after you've taken that relax. I know it's easily the hardest step to do. We don't want to do it because we're like, we got to get in, we got to fight the good fight, and we got to come up with some solutions or figure out something to come up with why we are dealing with the lows in business. So I want you to take a step back, take a day off, or do something else in your business. So do something you really love in your business that gets you feeling those creative juices and helping you refocus. In my case, it's like going out for a run. Taking time off can be tough, but like doing something that just helps you hit that reset switch and allows you to come with a fresh mindset, and also as well as a positive mindset. Step number 2 is to analyze the data. One of the great things about having highs and lows in business is that you have data to go along with those highs and those lows. So what I want you to do is, now that you've got yourself all situated, focused, clear-headed, ready to get to a new perspective, to an answer to the burning problems that you have in your business that you're currently wrestling with, I want you to analyze the data. Take another look at something. It's more than just knowing your numbers. It's about figuring out what's working, what's not working, and doing more of figuring out what can I do to make more of or do more of what is working. So I want you to take that step back. I want you to just focus in on the things that are working, and see how can we expand that offering without completely diverting a lot of time, resources, and energy into a whole new project or a whole new situation that feels right to you. So that's one. Step 1, take a step back. Step 2, analyze. And from that analyzation, the analyzation of the data, I want you to start to formulate some plans to put those solutions that you've come up with into place. So the 3rd step is take action. Take action on what you're putting together, and then constantly reevaluate that, right? Go back to step 1 and step 2 and reanalyze the data. Don't be afraid to take action on something new. Don't be afraid to pilot a new program in your business. Don't be afraid to do something that's a little outside the box, but isn't like so far in left field that people are like, I don't are you changing all of your direction? You want to come up with solutions that help complement what you already offer, not divert from what you already offer or confuse from what you already offer for your clients and your customers. All right, so that's the 3 steps. Take a step back, analyze the data, take action. And again, the first step is really the toughest, but it's the most critical part in being able to look at the data critically and from coming from a different perspective than if you just keep at in that daily grind of I'm doing this. Take a step back. Take a step back, please. I've seen it 100 times with both myself and in other businesses and business owners. Take that step back, refocus, and regroup so you can attack the slumps that you're facing with a fresh mind. All right, so if you've enjoyed this episode of The Business Podcast, please, please, please feel free to share it with somebody else that will get something out of it. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want help implementing any of these steps, these three, it's only 3 steps, these 3 steps into your business and into your workflow, check on superjoepardo.com. At the bottom of this post, there's a form for you to fill out to have, so we can have a conversation, have a dialogue, and help brainstorm on ways that we can get you out of that slump. And this episode has been brought to you by my brand new book, Sales Won't Save Your Business. It's on Amazon. It's done quite well for itself, but I'd love to have more people get their hands on it and hopefully reduce the stress level of managers and business owners, salespeople, and aspiring leaders, and empower them to take the next step in their journey when it comes to how they're going to help the business that they're involved with or that they own to the next level. Everyone, I hope you have a great week. I hope you had a great 4th of July. If you're in America, if you're not, if you're British, sorry, not sorry. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of The Business Podcast featuring Super Joe Pardo. Get more business content at superjoepardo.com. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on The Business Podcast, send an email to joe@superjoepardo.com. The Business Podcast is copyrighted to 234 Solutions, LLC.